Welcome back everybody to my Mamble Bannerlord 2 playthrough. As you can see, we're all with the Vlandians, which you probably didn't expect here. We've got 32 kills from this little war we've had so far, but it's literally just been our archers shooting them. We're going to charge the archers because obviously we've got Khan's Guard and stuff like that, which are very powerful units here. I could do with getting back on my horse, but it's actually running away. Luckily I managed to get on it before it got away. But we declared war on Vlandia here because what I was thinking was, I won't lie, I do want to help out with Tania. That's one of the reasons I declared war on Vlandia. But also, I feel like Vlandia could actually be a decent war for us here anyway. Because we can take land miles down here, and I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off, or if we're going to have different wars and we'll end up losing the Vlandian land to somebody anyway. But my thought was, we take a lot of the Vlandian land. Right now we're sieging Sargot here. And once we take a lot of the Vlandian land, what we could maybe do is link it up with the Azarian land, take all the Azarian land, link it up through there, and then take the north, well actually not the north, take the Western Empire's land, and then it would be fully connected basically. And it would be very, very strong land. But also it could go bad. It definitely could go bad. I doubt we're going to fail the war because we actually are stronger than them. But we could definitely siege one thing, lose the army, and then they take it back and it's basically a stalemate. But they probably won't siege us if we're being honest, which is a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. They might siege their land back, but they're not going to siege anything off us that we didn't have before this war. But either way, I think this could go quite well. I think if we do this correctly, we could take like 3 towns from Vlandia, which will strengthen up our kingdom quite nicely. And Britannia is also at war with Vlandia. I think they took 2 castles and lost their castle, which is obviously good for them. But one of the castles they're taking is currently getting sieged. That's basically win though, yeah, that is the win. That's very, very nice. We took that very, very fast here, which is obviously very good. We've got the 4 bowmen there, which we've actually had for a while. We've had those 4 bowmen in our prison for a while. That they're fully ready to be recruited. We've got a fully merciful army, which is pretty good. They've got 3. I think we are going to lower the defenders, but either way, basically, I don't think there's that many updates, if I'm being honest. I think they took Quartz, they're sieging 2 Bliss. Besides that, there's not really any updates besides... Oh, all from Mund actually got took. They had Tavel, they took Drummer and lost Tavel, but they also took off from Mund, but they've lost that anyway. But we took Sargot. I think my next target's probably Jakulin. So unless something happens, we'll be back on to already siege Jakulin, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. I actually forgot about the vote here. It's going to Belthnar, which is pretty good. And I don't know how well this is going to go, but either way, we're going to be sieging Jakulin in a minute here, so I'll be back onto ready to launch the assault on Jakulin, so I'll see you then. Unless we need to defend Sargot, which we might. But we'll be back anyway, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we're obviously in the siege of... Well, actually, I decided to siege Charos because the people we were going to siege had 700 defenders, Charos had 500. So I decided this is going to be easier siege, and it's probably going to be overall better, because we're going to have more men. Also, Sargot is actually getting sieged, so we did have to kind of put a rush on this siege. Not that much of a rush, but just a little bit of a rush. But it's not that bad. And we still managed to get everything up we needed. We got 4 trebuchets, they've got nothing. We also got the battering ram up. We've got obviously 2 ladders to go up, which is... Well, we always go up the ladders, to be fair. Besides the last siege, 90% of my sieges, I'd probably say we have at least 1 ladder. Well, 1 side of ladders. Because most of the time I leave myself an opening like that. But either way, this is hopefully going to go very nice. We're already winning, but that's because of our archer dominance here. Luckily, it doesn't look like it's going to push our ladders down before we get up here, which is obviously very, very nice here. If we manage to take this, this is going to be very good. Vlandia losing 2 towns is going to be very nice. Vlandia is definitely still powerful. I'm not going to say they're not, because they've got Evercrozier, but they've lost Sargot. So they already basically had the same amount of land they had before the campaign started, like the original Vlandian land, because they lost the town and gained town. I'm actually taking a lot of damage here. I don't think I can really go down quite yet, if we're going to go down in the siege, we can't go down until we've got enough men on the walls to win. Because if we lose me, we're not going to be able to take the walls back if we lose them. But it does look like this is going very nicely here, because they've got definitely strong men, but we just have stronger and more elite men that are just doing way better. We're absolutely crushing them here. As you can see, it's just basically all green in chat here. It is a bit annoying right here because I can't hit either of them. Luckily we managed to kill the guy with the shield, which now means we can hopefully kill them here. That is one of my troops that might go down in a minute. It looks like I was going to say I managed to save them, but then they got shot in the back of the head by an arrow, so we didn't actually manage to save them. We've got 23 kills. We're absolutely destroying their defense here. This is going very, very effectively. This is going very, very effectively here, and once we take this, all we need to do is defend Sargot, and we can maybe get along to another town siege. Obviously, the more sieges we can get done, the better. Definitely the better. Because we've took 2 towns. If we defend Sargot, we've took 2 towns, should I say. Because we definitely could lose Sargot. And if we take 2 towns, that's going to strengthen us up a lot, give us a decent chunk more money. And more money equals more power, which is obviously going to be very nice. I probably will go down here. If I don't go down, that will be very surprising here. I'll be very, very surprised if I don't go down here, because I'm literally like 3 HP. Yeah, I was 2 actually. 2 or 1. Well, either way, we've basically won here, because we're just rushing through their walls and destroying them here. Hopefully nobody gets stuck in this gate. Luckily the front bit's open. We managed to kill them. We're absolutely flooding through here, absolutely crushing them. This is going very, very nice. Very, very nice here. Yeah, and that is basically the win here. They've got, hopefully all of those are retreating, because if any of them glitched, yeah. So that's the victory here. We managed to do a decent blow to them. And we did only lose 1 guy, personally. They're probably going to put a massive garrison again, which I'm going to leave it at 150. Because 150 we can afford to lose, and it's a decent defense. And then they can obviously recruit more men. Yeah, so we're going to lower that down to 150. But I'll be back once we're hopefully making it to Sargot. Either we've made it to Sargot ready to defend, or we've got the vote. But either way, we've took 2 towns off them very, very efficiently here. The Azari have took a town back off the west, but besides Charles and Sargot, if we take Jakul and maybe Galend, leave them with 3 towns, that would be devastating for them. Britannia, I think, could go on a straight war and win, which will be good. Because what I basically want to happen here is we own like half the Vlandian land, Britannia takes over the other half, and then we can maybe take over the Azarian land, then maybe take Ortesia, Tharashos, and Garantor, and then it's all linked up, and then we can just crush the west and kind of swoop it like that. But either way, I'm going to organise a garrison. I'll be back with a Sargot defence, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. We're ready to break in because they've got too big of an army to really fight in a pure battle. That's going to go to Beltnar as well. I think I'm going to force it to Tudios. Tudios doesn't have that much land. He also just has a town and a castle, so they both think of having 2 towns is going to be good. Oros just yoinked all of the men, which is not good because, well, I want an army, and he's just yoinked all the men for the army here. We're going to look distance. Oh, that's actually not good. He has just less than the amount of men to join us here. I'm going to hope that all of the banners that I'm actually calling in are merciful. Because if they're not, then we're just calling in merciless lords for no reason here. We can break into the fence here. I have very good confidence we will win. Yeah. Oh, absolutely crushing them here. We didn't take no losses, but compared to what we could have taken, we didn't take any losses. Sevik could join us. I'm going to take Sevik. Compared to what Sevik normally has, he has no land, basically. We can free all of these guys for good relation with their clans, because we really do need them. We really do need the relation with the clans. Because we have not really fought Vlandia in this campaign, I don't think. Oh, actually in the town, so we can take all of those. I'll be back once we're ready to talk to Sevik, because I am going to sell my loot and prisoners and stuff, so we'll be back once we're ready to talk to him, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we're obviously about to talk to Sevik here. Hopefully he is willing to join us. No, none of them are actually willing to join us. He's only got Table Castle, but he's still sticking loyal, which I guess is kind of a good thing for him. Obviously, it's not a good thing for me at all. We're going to sell him, obviously, then, and the 5 towns, really, because I don't really want to take Avkrosia. It's a bit out of reach of this land that we're taking right here. I think we're going to take Jakulin. I think if we have the forces too, we're going to take Jakulin, because it's kind of the most logical next step. Unless do we want to take Galen, because it's lighter defended, I'm pretty sure. I think we're going to take Jakulin. I think we have just enough men right now to take it, and I think it's worth trying to take. So we'll be back once we're ready to launch the Assault on Jakulin. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we're in the siege, obviously, of Jakulin here. I am getting shot a lot. Hopefully I can manage to get this up before I get hit again. Yeah, luckily I managed to get it up that time. But either way, we outnumber them 2-1. We've got 3 trebuchets, a battering ram, and a siege tower here. So this should go very successfully. Sargos getting sieged again, but it does only have, I think, 160 defenders, 170 defenders. So it's not like it's defended. It's really not. We didn't reinforce it from the last siege here, which means it's really not defended here. And this could actually go bad if I go down here. I need to get off this wall quick. No, I just got absolutely slaughtered here, which means now they're going to go back to what they were doing here. That was not good. I was assuming I could swoop to the left on the wall or the right, but obviously I went for the left. I was hoping I could swoop on one side of the wall and manage to just sit there until some of our men got on the wall, but that didn't happen. Obviously I just died. It does look like we're taking the wall with brute force, which is working quite well because we've got a lot stronger men than they do. They're sending some men up for reinforcements, and they're dealing some casualties, but we're managing to hold the wall nicely with a firm grip. It looks like the battering ram's starting to get through. It looks like some of our men are, busting through the gate here. I'm assuming the siege towers also hit the wall now, which means we should just be starting to crush them here. It does look like we took a lot of casualties. We actually lost the wall here, which is not good. That's going to cause us a lot more casualties. I don't know why they're not going through the battering ram. Well, not battering ram, gate. And I don't know why they're not using the battering ram opening, but either way, we took the wall back again. We've got another 50 men in the walls, which hopefully we don't lose this time. It does look like they're just sat on this wall. I don't know if they're waiting for all of the men up the wall or what they're doing. Yeah, luckily they're starting to advance now. But this is going very nice. This is definitely going very nice. We've dealt 300 casualties and we took 119. I've took personally a decent chunk of casualties, but obviously personally I've took a lot. I'm going to take a lot of the loot for the kills. They've got 6 men left. That's basically the win here. So long as that last guy's not stuck. Yeah, so we managed to win. That's very good. We've took 3 towns off them now. We've wiped 3 armies off them, which means they've lost 3 towns, 3 armies, and we've lost obviously a lot of forces. I'm not going to say we haven't. We've definitely lost a lot of forces. Yeah, we can obviously show mercy here. They've got 250 men, which I'm just going to take the kind of like a low tier type men. We have tanked a lot of our men. Our personal party and our army have tanked a lot of men. What happened to Oros? Oh, he's just placed differently in the army. I wondered where he was. Yeah, so we've just given them all of those men. We've got 163 defenders in this town, which isn't the most amount of defenders we could have, but it's not the least either. We can get 5k for that. We can sell, obviously... Actually, we can't sell all our loot. I was going to say we can sell all our loot, but I remembered we actually defended. So that's 3 towns taken off them. That's very nice. They've got 4 towns left. They've got a lot of castles. Sargos probably going to get sieged very quickly here. I think we are going to disband this army. This army's absolutely been torn through with the 3 sieges we've just done. Obviously, they're definitely worth it, though. We took 3 towns off them. Our kingdom is primarily towns, though, because obviously I've been primarily needing armies. Belthnor can get that fief, which means he's got 2 towns here. Tudios has got another town, which means that's definitely good. What walls is everybody at? Vlandian is at war with the Sturgians and the West. They're both fully at war with them. Vlandian is going to get ripped to pieces here. Britannia's at full peace. Azara's at full peace. Khuzait, yeah, everybody's at full peace besides anybody that's at war with Vlandia. Then the full world at peace here. We need a lot of recruits. They've only got a 300-man army here. I was thinking they were going to have a lot bigger of an army. They're going to siege Tavel, which I actually don't mind them taking a castle or two now, because we've took all the major fiefs. We've definitely took all the major fiefs that we needed to take now. And I'm going to see if there's any close reinforcements to siege like a castle or anything. Because it is still Merciful Lords free, I can tell you that for a fact. I think that's about it though. We can gather a small army, probably I think like 700. Yeah, 700. Beltnor, if he gets some more recruits, we can hire him, which will be good. Yeah, so we've got enough men. I think we will actually fight this. I think it's worth fighting, but I think, gonna save first. But this is going very, very nicely. Like I've said, we've took 3 towns, we've wiped 3 armies. We take this, we've wiped 4 armies, 3 towns. That's very nice. Vlandia is going really far down. They went from winning the Britannian War to having to make peace with them. I don't know who's paying tribute out them. Obviously, there's no real way to check. I was just going to do the normal thing I do with Misclav, which is just leave them do whatever they want, but I realised the Misclav's mainly mine. Yeah, 33. Khuzait, Khan Guard. I don't particularly know what we can do. They have 80 cav, but we do have 60. Maybe getting our cav to follow us. Delegating command for these 2 units. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to advance them. We're going to advance them at the minute. Because right now they're just sat back. We are like 300 meters off the battlefield, but still. Both of those groups can follow me. If we can completely and utterly smash one unit with 100 cavalry, obviously some of that's missile cav, a lot of that is normal cav. If we can smash one of their units and leave them with 40 cav, that could be really good. Or even if we smash their infantry and archer formation, that could be good. Oh, I did just take a 22 damage crossbow bolt to the face. It does look like they're going to be trying to stop me here. Don't know how well it's going to go for them though. We have got our cav and missile cav engaging now, which is good. We've got a massive group of infantry and cav. Well, actually, we have a massive group of everybody. I was thinking the infantry and the cavalry have got the most. Well, actually, the archers have more than cavalry. But then I realised all of them have about 50-60 men. I'm going to actually charge them on that. If we can get all of our missile cav and cavalry unit on one of their formations, they should crumble. They should crumble just under the sheer weight of our army. We can get our infantry just attacking there. And we can get our archers, hopefully, in a better position so we can just absolutely rain arrows on their head. If we can rain arrows on their head while crushing the cavalry with our other units, that would be very, very nice. The amount of kills we could get would be very nice. And if this battle goes really good, we barely take any losses. If we can take a castle or 2, that would be very nice. Because we take a castle or 2, that would strengthen up our land, that would make Vlandia weaker. And obviously we're just at a pure war with them, which is... it's not too bad. And what I mean by pure war is we're only at war with them. Obviously there are all other factions, so it's even easier for us to win this war. And obviously we are definitely winning this war. There's no way they can say that they're winning the war. We're absolutely devastating them. They haven't actually got that much reinforcements, but obviously I am going to head over there and try and deal with their reinforcements. We've got already a decent chunk of kills compared to them, which is very good. I'm going to actually delegate command to all units now, because what they were doing in there is the cavalry would head over here to deal with their cav. Our infantry would be miles away, and we'd end up losing a lot more men than we need to. And obviously, we don't want to lose more men than we need to. But this is going very, very nicely. Obviously, it normally does. Oh, I did not know I was that low. But what I was saying is it normally does go nicely. Because most of the time I don't get into battles that we can't win. Most of the time. Sometimes I do, I will say I do. Because we've definitely been taken prisoner a few times in the past, not past few episodes, in the 2 campaigns I'm currently doing. We've been taken prisoner a few times, I'm not going to say we haven't. But also, most of the time I don't even try and fight the close battles, because I won't engage in them. But we're absolutely crushing them here. They had 300 men and they've already lost a third of their army. And we've lost basically nobody. If we walk away from this is an absolutely devastating defeat for them. They've lost 100 men and we've lost 6. We were actually spectating this Khuzait Khan, which is doing a lot of work here. Putting a lot of arrows into their men. We are taking some losses, but most of them are wounded, which obviously I don't mind taking wounded. Taking wounded is not bad at all. Because they just heal back up. And then you're good. We lost 10 men. But to wipe out basically a full army, 10 men is extremely, extremely good here. But that's basically the win here. They've got a load of Vlandian recruits that are getting destroyed here. And that is the win here. With 11 losses, that's very good. 11 losses is very, very good. And with that, we've wiped 4 of their armies. You own Unsec. Do I want to hire him? I don't think I do. If there's anybody else here to hire, which there actually wasn't, then I probably would have hired them. But I don't think it's worth hiring that clan, because we're going to take Unsec anyway. I think we're either going to take Unsec or Hunting Guard, depending on which one's weaker defended. But Vlandian is going down. Hunting Guard's got 240. What's Unsec got? 162. We can actually siege both if we play our cards right here and don't lose too many men. We can siege both. I'm actually going to go into that town because they need reinforcements. They've got 89 defenders. They actually lost defenders by me entering the town. I've just recruited some men to give them. Oh, 9 Sword Sisters is very nice. Yeah, so obviously that's going to reinforce them up a decent chunk. And we can see if they want to take all of our... No. They don't want to take all of our swords. Yeah, so they have 33 grand. Which isn't the most amount of money, but it's not the worst either. If we take Tavel... I mean, if they take Tavel and we take Unsac, that's going to be 2 castles into our kingdom. Pushing them back to 5 towns and 5 castles here, because obviously they've got Epic Crochet up here. Oh, actually, they have Hegati and Rementoil. But either way, the Vlandians and... I mean, the Western Empire and Sturgians can take that off the Vlandians. We'll be back once we're ready to launch assault on Unsex, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and what happened actually at Tavel is they sent an army and defended. That's not good. We lost a full army at Tavel. They're actually undelegating my command here, which is pretty annoying. But they defended Tavel, which is definitely not good. That's not good at all. We lost 600 men on that siege. They lost, I think, like 30 defenders or something like that. They did lose some men, but just nowhere near as much as us, because the army ran over there and crushed our army, which obviously is not good. They must have like a 400-man army, because I only saw a army, I think it said. It might have said a couple parties or something. Oh, that's why it's being so weird. We have our infantry formation selected as well. But either way, we need to get our men moving here. We've got loose formation on our infantry, actually, which is not good. But this should go pretty good. They've got barely any defenders. They have 160 defenders against a 700-man army, I think it was. Or maybe 680. Something like that. Either way, we have a lot more men than they do. So if we can get our men moving here, that could be very nice. Oh, I actually just charged our archers. I was selected on the wrong formation here. If they don't push that down, we can climb them, hopefully. Hopefully we can get up there before they push the ladders down. Because if we get up, once we get on the walls, it's basically a win. Especially if we get on the walls with like 50 men. If we get on the walls with 50 men, that's basically a win, because they have 160 men in total. And 10 of them are garrison. I think they might have like 60 garrison or something like that, but the majority of them are militia. So it's really not like they can hold us with their elite men, or take the wall back with their elite men. They don't have elite men. Table was a lot more lightly defended than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to have like 300, 400 defenders. It only has 140, I think, or 160. It has about the same as this castle. I know that. So we can definitely siege some castles here if we're smart. And there's a 600-man army that's being built. I'm assuming on the remainder of what was left of the other army, because they were 1,200 men, but they lost 600 in a battle, and then got taken prisoner. So there was about 600 men left. Oh, this could be a bit dangerous here, because if they give up on the battering ram, if they retreat men through the gate to hold that point, oh, we might actually lose our troop here. Hopefully we don't. Oh, he actually went down. Luckily he was only injured. That's definitely lucky he was only injured, because that saves our men. Which, it's not like we have the highest amount of men right now. We're actually pretty low on men compared to where we could be at. Yeah, and I think we can just delegate command now, so they can do whatever the sergeants tell them to do. Yeah, so this should go pretty well. We've got a decent chunk of kills on them already. We've killed about a third of their force. About a third of the force, yeah. So that's pretty good. Once we take this, I don't particularly know what we're going to do. We might siege Table, but we do also need to defend here. But Table could be a good siege, because like I said, it's lightly defended. It's really lightly defended. That army could have easily took that off them. If it wasn't for an army stopping them, they could have easily took that and sieged another fief or something. So we definitely can take a few fiefs if we can manage to gather forces and not get attacked. Then we definitely can siege a few fiefs. I don't know how merciful my army is though, or merciless my army is. Oh, I think I'm gonna go down here. Yeah, I went down sadly. But hopefully the men that we've got in the walls is enough to take them. They do have basically no men left though. I don't think they have any reinforcements left. Which means the only one good thing is, if they're glitched, they're only gonna have like 3 men defending. They're not gonna have many men. Yeah, so we're absolutely crushing the remainder of their men. There's 2 guys on there. And then there's 1 troop left that they need to look for, I think. Yeah, so that's the victory here. We managed to crush them, take 5 losses for this entire castle, which is pretty good. 5 losses for a castle is pretty good. I would take that all the time here. We would conquer the full map if we took the ratio of the majority of these stuff. We take 10 losses for a town and 5 losses for a castle. How many defenders did they put in? 75. That's a good enough defense. That's how much I would leave them with-ish. And we've just took Unsac. Tavel's quite lightly defended, so's Hauntingard. They've got 5 towns, obviously. Remontoil, I'm assuming Sturgia, yeah. And that, I'm assuming West, yes, the West is taking that as well. We can obviously go to the vote here of Unsac. They're giving it to Belthnor. I think we're going to give it to him. He's gaining a lot of land. But it's not particularly a bad thing, because the more land he gets, the more money he's going to fund our other kingdoms with. So, not other kingdoms, other clans in our kingdom. Which obviously isn't bad here. We've got a few different things we could do with sieging. But at the same time, we've got a very, very weak army. We've got a very, very weak army. He's got 87. I think we're going to free those 2 lords. It's mainly just me as an army here, if we're being honest. The Vlandians are actually sieging Ab. We're going to defend that. Even though it doesn't seem like I really should defend it. It probably seems like I shouldn't defend it. We don't want them to get more fiefs. Are you defending that, actually? They actually are. They're defending it. Yeah, so we obviously crushed that army. Because obviously it's not a bad thing taking our enemy prisoner. Even though it's kind of defending our enemy... Well, not enemy, but our... I know I've just took men I can't attack, by the way. Obviously we're defending a land that isn't ours. And technically future enemy. But I think it was worth defending anyway. We can donate to Sani in here. Yeah, he can actually take all of those men. He's at 74 men now. Ab's just been defended, which is pretty good. What could we siege now? Tavel, we could do a sieging. They've got 4 towns and 5 castles in kind of like our grasp of taking. Hegate and Remitoil both already got taken. Who's sieging that? Fathom of the Sturgians taking Epicrocia here. That would be massive. They've took Hegate, they've took Remitoil, they take Epicrocia and they're pushed back. The Vlandians are pushed back. Really far back. What are they planning on sieging? We're going to actually follow them a bit here. Penkanat. I don't know if they're actually sieging Penkanat or if they're... Well, they can't siege Penkanat, but I don't know if they're actually travelling to Penkanat. No, they're not. That's only got 112 defenders. What is this? Vlandian peace? I don't know if we want Vlandian peace. I'm definitely going to help them out here. I'm not going to actually siege this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure they don't get crushed at table. We're going to walk off, probably siege Hontengard, I think. Then we might make peace once we took Tavel, Hontengard. They're going to be left with 4 towns and 4 castles. I think that seems like a fair plan. Epicrocia is going to get taken by, hopefully taken by the Sturgian, should I say. Yeah. So we'll be back once we're ready to launch the assault on probably Hontengard, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. We're ready to hopefully defend here. Jakulin. Yeah, we can hopefully defend Jakulin. I doubt us losing this. Yeah, so we only took 15 casualties here to wipe out their entire army, which is very, very good here. Kaltia could probably join us. I think it's worth hiring her. I think it's definitely worth hiring her. We can free the rest of all the other lords. We can put those all in the prison and stuff. Well, not prison. But we can put them all in the garrison and sell the rest and stuff. I know we've got men that we technically can't have. We're also going to recruit more men. We need to make sure that we're selling. But we're not selling Kaltia. So that's 20 grand. We can donate all of the troops that we've just hired. Because obviously we didn't go into battle with them. That's 160 men. We take Tavel. That would be pretty good. But first we want to talk to Kaltia here. We take Kaltia. And that's going to set us up nicely. That's going to set us up very, very nicely. Because that's going to take a clan of Vlandia. That's going to give a clan to us. And it's just going to be overall good if Kaltia joins us. If she doesn't, then she can do whatever she wants. I've got 3 mil, so it's not like I can't afford her. It's the fact of, is she willing to join us? Which is a yes. Oh, that actually failed. I didn't expect it to, but it did. Oh, everything's failing here. We might have to load back a save. Yeah, so I'll be back once she's ready to join us, so I'll see you then. Back, as you can see, and she's willing to join us for 670 grand here. She already has 190 grand, which means she's going to be joining our kingdom with a lot of money. She's going to have, I think, about 800 grand. Vlandia offers us peace. We want to take Tavel, obviously, first. I don't know if we're going to be able to siege down for here. Maybe. We're going to see Vlandia. Also, Sturgia is kind of getting... Well, they're in a 2-front war, basically. They've got a lot of defenders. Prevent we can't take. They've got 1,000 men. Galen's only got 433. I think we can take Galend. I think if we play it right, we can take Galend. I think we'll be back, considering, I'll be honest, we don't really have that much left on the episode, because I need the episode to be under an hour for me to post it to YouTube. I'll be back once we're just ready to siege Galend. I'll give you any updates, but besides that, we'll just be back once we're ready to siege Galend. Epicrocia, I'm assuming, is going to go to Sturgia. Tylel and Vlandia are getting lost by the... Well, to the Khuzait by Sturgians here. We'll be back once we're ready to launch the assault on Galend, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and Kaltia is getting given Tavel. I'm hoping she still gets a town here. But either way, she's got given Tavel. We'll be back once we're ready to launch the assault on Galend, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we're obviously in the siege of Galend here. Hopefully we can win. I'm hoping we can. We are technically outnumbered a bit, but with our obviously very elite and strengthened up men, I'm hoping we can still win. We're not outnumbered in general, just in current men in the battlefield, we are outnumbered here. So, hopefully we can win this. If we lose this is horrendous, and obviously we're going to end up the episode with a loss. But if not, then this is literally going to be the end of the episode. I might have 1 or 2 more updates on the map, but besides this, we're going to have to end the episode after this, which hopefully this goes pretty well. Hopefully it does go pretty well. I just fell off. I just fell off and instantly died. Well, either way, I guess that speeds up the siege. I tried to move back to get a better swing, but I just fell off the wall. Completely and utterly fell off the wall and died. But either way, we can see what happens here. We can definitely see what happens. I'm hoping we can win. It does look like we should be able to win, but I can't believe I just fell off the wall there. Like, I don't know how. I don't know how I managed to fall off the wall, but either way, it does look like we're going to win. It is going to be costly. We're definitely going to lose some men, but we should be able to win. If we lose this now just because I fell off the wall, then that's actually terrible. Because it's not going great right now. We're just getting held at this little point here, this little chokehold. We are getting some kills, but they're actually getting a few more kills than we are. I don't know what happened to the majority of our men. Because that's not like 60 men or something. So I don't know what happened to the majority of our men. Oh, I was looking at the wrong side actually. We got 96 day out of 111. Yeah, hopefully we can start to crush them here. It does look like we are. But either way, this is going very, very nicely. This is going very, very nicely. We're managing to sweep all of them out of the walls. And with this is actually going to be massive. We would have took 4 towns, 2 castles, and a bunch of clans. We are sieging Hontegard. Well, an army is sieging Hontegard, should I say. But obviously an army of my kingdom. We are crushing them. I think that's basically the win here. The last of their men look like they're retreating to their keep. And that is basically the victory here. Unless they've got a retreat to keep. Or anybody glitched. They've got 1 guy. Is he glitched? No. But it is a retreat to keep either way. But that's a victory. I don't know how I managed to fall off the wall there. We could have took a decent chunk less losses, I think, if I didn't fall off the wall. They've got 37 defenders. I'm just going to take the losses if there is any. There wasn't even any losses. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And we can show mercy. That's going to be very, very nice here. Galen's been taken. They've got 101 defenders. I'm going to sell that. I'm going to organise the towns and stuff next episode. Do we want to siege Hontegard or do we want to just make peace? I think we just want peace. Yeah, so the Vlandians will pay a bit of money. We're at full peace now. We can disband... Actually, I'm not going to disband this army just in case. But either way... So that's very nice. We took 4 towns and 2 castles this episode. I'll be back with... Wait, is Epicrotia? I'm assuming they lost Epicrotia siege. And they defended Tavel and Vlandiv, I think. Unless Sturgius made full peace. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. Vlandia made peace with the Sturgians as they were about to lose Epicrotia to them. Yeah, so I'll update you on anything that happens to the Vlandians. I'm going to... I think that's good enough, actually. The Galend, I'm meaning. They've got 119 defenders. Yeah, so that's good enough. We need to sell all our loot in between episodes. I'm going to head back up to our land, obviously. Because we haven't been in our land for the full episode here. So I'm going to head up to Onar while I'm talking here. But basically... Oh, Tylel's getting re-sieged here by Temian, but it is only Sturgia now. Sturgia fully at war with the Khuzait here. We've got the vote here of Galend. That should go to Kaltia. Yes, that is going very nicely, and it's going to Kaltia. So with that, I'll give you any updates on what happens in the map. I'm assuming Epicrotia, the West is probably going to take it because it's pretty weak defended. But like I said, that's where we're going to end this episode. I'll give you any updates in between episodes of anything, but obviously that's not too bad. We took 4 towns in 1 episode, so that was, I'd say, a pretty successful episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more. Thanks for watching. I'll give you any updates in between episodes of anything that happens. Obviously, castles I'm less likely to update you on, but towns I'll definitely update you on. I'll organise my land, and I think we might declare war on the Khuzait, so I'll see you in the next episode with that. So, thanks for watching. Peace.